Hi, I'm Jennifer. Welcome to Orton Gillingham Coaching. Our last short vowel rule is the J rule, and it is down here by the Ch rule. They're together. And the J rule says DGE is used after one short vowel at the end of a one-syllable word to spell the sound J. Examples are wedge or judge. Use the GE after a consonant, diphthong, and in a magic E words. For example, merge, stooge, or rage. Students have to understand the C and G rule, where G followed by an E, I, or Y is going to have the soft sound of J, and the C followed by E, I, or Y is going to say S. So that's the C and G rule, and they need to know it for this particular, because obviously DGE says edge. It has the J sound. So that's why this is later in the scope and sequence. Our first activity is tile manipulation. We get our magnetic tiles back out and we provide the student with a base word like budge, and we ask them to form it using tiles, our magnetic letters. Then we discuss the J ending. We mix it up by giving them a word like bug and then saying, how do you add the J sound to that? So first we do having them do the word budge, and then we do the word bug, and then we say, well, now we're going to add the J. So it's just providing them with a tactile and visual way to represent the rule, to make the rule out of another word. I wouldn't do this activity just right off the bat, but it is something you can do to just make it more fun. Another activity is color and coding. We put some DGE words on a piece of paper, and then we have the student use markers or pencils, colored pencils, to circle or shade in the vowel, and then another color to code the DGE ending. And then we discuss the rule as we do this. So if the word is badge, we emphasize the short vowel, and then we follow it with the DGE. So we're talking about the vowel being short, and we're talking about the J sound with it. So we're visualizing the distinction of having a vowel. We're visualizing the rule. We also want to have them writing or tracing those as well to make sure that we get the kinesthetic portion, not just the circling. But that's the visual, and then we want to say the words out loud. So we want to make sure we do that three-pronged approach: kinesthetic, visual, and auditory. Another activity we could do is using little tokens. You can actually get coins, you could get pennies or something, or just make some paper tokens, anything you want to do, but you use the tokens for this activity and you say a word and you have the student repeat it. Let's do the word badge. So student says badge, and as they say each sound in the word, they place a token down. So you would have them say b-a-j for each sound they hear. You have them place down a token. After they place down the token, then you have them actually write the word. You can do it with the letters again, or it's probably better at this point just to have them write it. But the tokens will help them segment the sounds. That's what you're doing. You could also do this with the bubble, b-a-j. So you don't have to do tokens, but it's just one kind of fun way to use something tactile for them to use instead of just writing and hearing the sounds. I also like to give my students index cards with the rule printed on there, and I will put a hole punch in the corner, and then I get a little ring and I tack them together. And so students end up with kind of a big ring of stuff, because I do it for all the rules, the syllable division, and it's nice because when they have a little question, you allow them to get it out and look at the rule. And when they're practicing, it's okay for them to have it sitting there and they have to read it again and memorize and soak it in, because this is cumulative. It's meant to be repeated over and over and over again. So those little index cards really do help. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you'll like and subscribe and visit the workbook store.